Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and this is James Ramos from At the Quarter Pole, and this is my 2024 August 8th notes of the Breeders' Cup and horses to watch for. And right now, I looked at back at last week's Clement L. Hirsch Stakes. A Darren Manor won. He was odds on, but did not, to my opinion, did not look impressive. He was being beat around a turn, coming from home. He was still 2.5 lengths until he catches the leader. That was a pretty weak field, my friends. I'm not taking him in the Breeders' Distaff. Not against Idiomatic. Probably Torpedo Anna, who could be the best filly in the race, and probably should be deservedly being the favorite for the Breeders' Cup Distaff if they choose to go that way. I know Kenneth Peak has Torpedo Anna heading for the Travers. See how he comes out of that race. Hopefully, he comes out well. But realistically, Adair Manor did not look well in that race. He came down, beat a mediocre field in the Hirsch. Was beating around a turn. He had to really start really working him hard for that last eighth of a mile just to get him to the finish line. So I don't like Adair Manor at all for the Breeders' Cup Distaff. Right now, an early pick on that race. If I had to pick right now, I still believe it or not, we'd be pretty mischievous. I still like that horse for a price. He didn't run well in the Clement L. Hirsch. He came out of the E post. He was hung out the 4 wide in the clubhouse turn and just needed a race. And we know that his health concerns is a big issue. That's why I'm looking at double digit odds. Would I use him in exotic bets? Yes, I would. To whom I still have to look at the rest of the field. I don't want to go chalk with Idiomatic, neither Torpedo Annas, but I like to place definitely a nice bet with Pretty Mischief still. Other notes also was Silver Knot. I don't know, Silver Knot, trained by Charles Appleby, is going to head this horse into the Breeders' Cup Mile. Makes more sense than the Breeders' Cup Turf. Excuse me. He will be having both horses ready and loaded. And I mean by the other horse that just scratched out of the 4-star Dave, that is last year's champion, Master Seas. He did scratch out because the track was not looking well. The two audibles that if I was Charles Appleby right now for Master Seas, would either be the Woodbine Mile in Woodbine or would be the Shadwell at Keeneland. He's got 2 races preps before the Breeders' Cup, and he's definitely going on the mile. And if they do put Silver Knot in the mile, Woodmaster Seas, since they're both owned by Godolphin and trained by Charles Appleby, be an unbeatable combination. I don't see any horse beating those two. It's hard enough to be one. It's hard to really hard to beat two. That'd be not that I don't like. I hate chalk, but that'd be the way I would look at the races. I would probably just take that as an entry and try to get some value in other races. If I was playing exotics, like pick 4, pick 5, pick 3. Other notes would be still the Travers Stakes. It's running to be a good race. I know we're 3 weeks away. Nothing new has come out. They're trying to figure out what the game plan is. The Horse Racing Nation had a compelled field of 8. Dragon Guard might run in that race. Winner of the West Virginia Derby. He looks credentials. I'm glad he is running. It'll give Sierra Leone better value if he does run. He does look good, but Sierra Leone is still my pick in the Travers Stakes. Other mention other notes to note by would be at Qatar, the King George, not to be mixed with the King George from London, but was won by Big Evs. Big Evs won wire to wire and was a good race. The horse I liked was the horse that came in second was Kasarov, who had to come off the pace, and I mean by 3 or 4 lengths. And why is that important, ladies and gentlemen? That was run on the flats. I mean, straight like one of those races out in France, those meter races where just run, there's no turns, there's no nothing, just a flat race. And he was coming on really well. Only lost to Big Evs by half a length. That'd be my pick in the Breeders' Cup Turf Philly race on the turf. And he only missed by half a length. He was a prick. He looked really well. And I think he has one heck of a chance to upset Big Evs, who won last year at Santa Anita. And these are my notes for the Breeders' Cup horses to watch for 2024. This is James Rumbles from At the Quarter Pole. For winning in history on Neck and Neck. Have a good morning, folks.